Hi, in this lesson we are going to learn a very popular chord progression in jazz and gospel and contemporary music in general. This is called the 2-5-1 chord progression. Let's get right into it. Now, the 2-5-1 chord progression, as you know, you probably already know how to play a 2 chord, you know how to play a 5 chord and a 1 chord. So you might be thinking, why the need to learn any 2-5-1? You could easily go in the key of C sharp, for example. You know that your 2 is that because the scale is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1, so that's a 2-5-1. Okay, so someone will say, okay, I know a 2 chord, okay, and I know my 5 chord, and then I know, so someone might want to use a regular minor 7 on the 2, a dominant 7 on the 5, and then a major 7 on the 1. Now that's okay, that's correct, but in jazz standards there's a standard way of playing 2-5s depending on the chord situation, and they use sort of special kind of chords to play this. So let's look at one of the most basic or the easiest way of playing this. Okay, so the first one is you're going to play a minor 9 chord on the 2. You're going to play a dominant 9 on the 5 instead of a dominant 7, and then you're going to play a sus2 chord. So this is not really the jazz sounding type. This is one if you're just starting out and you want something that sounds resolving. Okay, so we'll do that, and then I'll show you the one which doesn't really resolve but sounds has a jazzy feel to it. Okay, so with your minor 9 chord, if you look on the screen, I've put up the notes in the key of C sharp, but this is how I want you to look at it. Play a major 7 off the 4 on your right hand. So I'm just holding my left, I'm holding the 1-5 and the minor 7 on my left, and I'm playing the major 7 of the 4 chord. So this is the 4, I'm playing a major 7 of the F sharp, and together I get a minor 9 of the 2 chord, right? And then I move to the dominant 9 of the 5 chord. Now the easy way here is, after you play your first chord, you drop your middle finger by a semitone and move your pinky by a tone, right? And then you play a sus2 chord. Okay, that's achieved by just holding the octave of that and then playing the 2-5 and the 1 on your right hand. Okay, so like that. So if you go to the key of F, for example, it's going to be the 2 with a major 7 of the 4. This is the 4, so major 7 of the 4, that, and then that, and then this is for if you have a song you want to sound resolving, like how great, sorry, in the key of F, how great is our God, it's our God, and I will sing how great it's our God. Okay, I'm using a 2-5-1 to end it, and I will sing how great. Okay, how great is our God. Okay, good. Now let's look at the one that sounds a bit jazzy. Okay, so for that, let's go back to the key of C sharp. Personally, I find that quite easy to perfect in all the 12 keys, because all you're going to be doing is moving one finger in semitone every time to the next chord. So you start with, of course, the same chord, the major 7 of the 4 on your right hand. Okay, and then all you do is to drop your middle finger by a semitone and move your left to the 5. Okay, so instead of forming a normal A flat 9, you're getting an A flat 9 13. This is the 13. See, when I take this off, the 13 doesn't come, but in the key of A flat, this is a 6. So a 6 is a 13 if there's a 7 present. Okay, and if I want to move to the 1, I drop this to the 1, and all I'm doing is reducing my thumb by a semitone, and I form another major 7 13 chord. Okay, so like that. It's a very nice sounding. So in jazz, that's how mostly they would have played it. So so major 7 on the right, drop your middle finger and move your left to the 5, of course, and drop your thumb semitone each time. So I can use the same concept and play in a couple of other keys. Let's try that. Let's go to the key of C. I'm ready on my 2. I play a 4 major 7 on my right. Drop my middle finger by a semitone while I move to the 5. Drop my thumb by a semitone while I move to the 1. So, how great is our God? It's our God. How great is our God? Okay, in my ears that sounds fine. It resolves, but depending on the level at which you are, it might not sound resolving for you. In that case, you can always replace the last chord by a chord that resolves. So instead of playing this kind of chord, you could easily come to a regular major chord that resolves and sounds okay. But I would prefer that. Okay, whenever you hear 2-5-1 in a chord progression, you can use this. The main use of the 2-5-1 is to get you to the 1. So if you have any song where the chord progression goes, you have a 1, and 1 is in most songs, you can always use the 2-5-1 to lead you there. So in the same, like here I am to worship, so 1 to the 5, I'm in the key of C, then to the 6, 5, 4, and then it goes to the 1. Now there's 4 counts before the 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 1. Okay, so you can utilize 2 of those counts and play your 5. You can, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use the 3 and the 4 to play your 2, and then the 5, and then the 1 comes on the 1. So and then the song starts again. Okay, find a couple of songs where you can use your 2-5 in easily. This is a very, very popular chord progression, which trust me, you want to know how to play this chord progression in every single key, because it's so essential. You hear this progression in a lot of songs out there. Practice this in every single key, and thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next lesson.